Hi, I'm back with my Thoughtful Thursdays, and I always say that Thoughtful Thursdays are about the things that are happening around me. And I want to talk about something that at Ormax we do religiously, and the word is usage behavior. Yes, it is Ormax Simple Bhasha. How do people actually use the product that you are manufacturing? As a manufacturer, you have a certain idea that this product will be used in a XYZ manner. You will be surprised how the consumer will land up using it. So let me share with you three examples that will open your mind. So the first example, always my favorite, and you will say, oh my God, I've heard about the Livon example several times. But I'm not going to tell you about the Livon and how we cracked the strategy. But once we did that and the product was out in the market, we went and spoke to few consumers. I think about 10, 15 in Bombay, and every woman that I met grumbled saying, look what's happened to my hair, it's gone sticky. I said, how can this be sticky? I myself use this product. They were using it like coconut oil and were taking a lot of it and using it on their scalp. And I said, oh my God. That led us to build awareness of how a serum needs to be used. If we had not done that, the product would have crashed, it would have not seen the light of day, and I would not be here to tell you the Livon story. The second story that I want to tell you, and you'll say, oh yeah, these guys do a lot of FMCG products, so they have FMCG examples. No. Let me tell you about the EV bike. Even before it was launched, I actually tested the product. And I've done it twice for two different brands. And you'll say, what is it? Yeah, the rider will come, he'll do this, he'll do that. But have you thought about the pillion rider? How is he going to feel when somebody is riding the bike? How are they going to use the bike? How are they going to experience it? You'll never know the small nitty-gritties till you get someone to ride the product. Test the product. And of course, it refines the product, but it will also give you marketing and communication cues of what you need to say. And remember, ultimately, the sales guy and the guy at the showroom should have enough masala or stories to highlight the product. Isn't it all about differentiating your product? Get product tested. It's only going to be beneficial for you. And the third story, of course, it's about food. The amount of food and beverage studies that I have done. I won't tell you the Tang example. I'm sure you will go and catch some of my videos. But this was something where we were trying a new product. And I know that Korean noodles have become quite famous now. Yeah. And you know that they'll have 2 sachets, right? Because Maggi has trained us to make 2-minute noodles. And they'll give you the Maggi masala, But just imagine if I give you one more sachet or seasoning. Suddenly your mind doesn't know what to do. You have to tell people what to do with it. Instructions have to be clear. Someone might just throw out the packet thinking that only one masala seasoning will be there. All of this has to be tested. And all of this I've seen where I saw a woman open the packet. She put the noodle packet thinking ek hi sachet hai, and the other sachet fell in the boiling water. And then she said, "Arey, isme do hai." Instructions are very clear. So you remember that the human mind works on autopilot mode 80% of the time. There are existing behavior systems already in place. Therefore, when you launch a product, I would recommend that you test your products, see actual usage behavior, and believe me, you'll thank me for this video that I have made. So if you want to know more and reach out to us, we're more than happy to help you with all the products that you have and happy to test them for you.